How y'all doing this evening? I found an old piece of Texas material about probably almost 8 inches underground. I've been digging around my barn, my old workshop over there, because I had a lot of material I put over there, and it would rain, and the water goes through there and it covered up. Back in those days, I had tons and tons, and I didn't really care. It wasn't the best, I'd throw it to the side. Wouldn't even plan on working on it, just give it away to somebody. But this has not been heat treated either. If any of you Texas guys can remember what we call this, I appreciate it. Put on my video what it was called, because I can't remember. I want to say camouflage, but I don't think that was it. I didn't have access to much of it. I just don't remember what they called it. I bet I've had this 30 years. That's for real. This is a hollow bopper, and give you guys a chance to slow it down and see what it do. I set stone hook a set of these, and I hope he gets time when he don't have an order or something to make for somebody to play with them. Because when Eddie Main brought them to me years ago and showed them to me, he left me one of them. And he wasn't gone 2 hours. I decided to try it. And he was in a hurry to get back to Alabama. He come and bought some rock. And I broke like 3 pieces in a row. And I said, whoa, I won't fool with that. I wasn't having much success with the amount of material was coming off. And I threw it in a box. An old box with a bunch of junk in it. It was several months. I was cleaning it out. I seen that box. Now watch this. All the way to there. I was cleaning that box out, and I said, what in the world? I said, I wonder what happened to that billet. So every time I get a chance, that wasn't a rust on no knife or anything like that, I'd just scrap the piece out and play with it. And it had a learning curve like everything else. And boy, I got used to it. And man, I just fell in love with it. Especially if you're starting to get old and losing muscle mass and strength. When you do a solid one of these, that thing's heavy. If you swing it 5 or 6 hours, your arms get tired. This thing don't weigh. I really need to weigh it. It's just a few ounces. I mean, it's just a hollow piece of PVC pipe with a little lightweight gas cap tapped on the end of it. That's it. And I'm never gonna pay no money on those expensive billets no more. Man, they make these things. This is all you need. But you gotta get used to it. Gotta learn to use it. This is a low area here. Gonna hit up high. See how much mass we can move. See how thin we can get it. We'd probably break it, but I'm gonna keep on. And I'm gonna try to get it thin and keep it pretty wide, so I'm gonna be really trying to move a lot of stuff every time I hit on it. Bad spot in it right here. See that chalk-like stuff there? This is that famous concrete that Texas rock has there. Alright, let's see what we do with this now. Got that out of there. That's pretty doggone good. All right, let's try this side. What did? Look how thin it runs. See, that's the height. That's how thick it was. Look how much it took out. Now we'll do this side. All the way across right to there. Same thing there. Same thing there. I got this chalk stuff on this side. I got it out on this side, but it's still on this side. Let's see if we can get it out without breaking it. Okay, let's look at this piece. That little problem right here, and this is where I'll break its voice. Trying to get that out of there. There we go. Alright, let's look at this piece. Now, to thin it thinner, I got a smaller cap about half that size, and I would use on it. But I probably will indirect it. Now I got it set there, so I got a little better control with indirect. You're not making any miscues. You're not swinging and missing, and when you get made, you're not that steady. Started shaking like tremor, and kind of reminds me of the guy that stuttered real bad, and the man that had tremors, and they went squirrel hunting, they was shaking vines, and the one that stuttered real bad wanted to shoot, and the one that had the tremors, they figured because he shook so bad he could shake the vines better. He's shaking the vines, and the squirrel run out, and the guy shot 3 times and missed him, and the squirrel got away. We kind of made the man with the tremors mad. He said, dang, you can't hit nothing. He said, let me shoot the next one. So the guy stuttered and said, oh, okay. So he's over there shaking the vines, and the squirrel comes out, and that guy was aiming like this, bam, and killed him. And the guy stuttered said, that blame you ought to hit him. You were aiming all over the place. You couldn't have missed. It don't work like that though with hitting on rocks when you shake it. I'm gonna take a big risk of trying to make an impression with these for you. Trying to run this little hill out right here without breaking this tip off. I broke it half in 2. I knew it was gonna be a risk, but I do have some more of that. Play with. So let's do one more piece. And see what we can do with it. Ooh, that got some cracks in it. Can't read them cracks too good. You know, I'd feel stupid if this didn't come from Texas, much as I feel rocks, but I've never seen this before, except wherever I got it at that time. That's been, I promise you, 30 years at least ago, and I only found one block of it, and I busted it up the other day. I only had one block left. I never found it, just a few pieces. I think somebody gave it to me. I just don't remember. They might give it to me in the map then, who knows. But anybody, if you know what it is, let me know. I'd love to know. I'm not too embarrassed to say I don't know. I don't know too much of nothing, to be honest with you. I bet old Curtis Smith could tell me. That joker knows what woodpeckers eat for lunch. Alright, come across here, all the way to there. This ain't gonna be a very wide point because it has a big overhang right there. I gotta make it narrow to get rid of that overhang. Overhang is when it's hanging over and it's hollow under like this, like you're standing on a bank on a cliff, and the bank's undermined up under you. That's what I call an overhang. You might call it a whatchamacallit. Okay, let's look at the problem. It's high here and high here. Turn that edge up. Make it, put it below the center line. Great, great, great. Good job. Same thing right here. I'm gonna bring the edge below the center line, right through here. Got a little hinge and a knot right there. That ought to go all the way through it, it did. Looking good, looking good. Probably take this one till we break it. See how far we can go with it. I don't know, I probably figured this was indirect. You'd make a pretty Dawson, I think. I hate wasting rock just to see what I can do. That's where that crack was. Don't want to chip through there and the crack's running right into there. That might cause a major problem there. Let's see. If I can come this way, see how deep it goes. I worked my way into it because they won't hit too high up on it. That got most of it out. When I broke that other one, that's what I should have done, was work my way into it instead of just trying to get it right away on the edge. I hit too high up on it, on that point. break his little leg off. There we go. That changed my angle. Trying to get it below the center line. All right, I'm gonna try to work my way up to it. There we go. All right, let's look at this one. I'm gonna finish it with indirect. I'm gonna make a dot out of it. So I'm gonna put it on pause. Okay, we're back on video. And I got my indirect set up. Definitely used the wrong angle on that. This is something else I had a lot of trouble trying to figure out, and I'm still figuring it out as indirect because I don't do it that much. Boy, it has a good learning curve too. Look at the pieces I dug out. I dug out some major chunks. Didn't hit hard enough, and I had too steep an angle. If I'd hit a lot harder, it might have took them all the way across, or it might have broken. I don't know. But I definitely didn't hit hard enough for the angle I had. I know that. I'm going to try to run off of this side, hit hard and smooth it out. Fortunately, I got that out right there. I got a lot more to get out though. Try to come right across here. Nope, did the same thing. Didn't hit it hard enough, tried to move too much. I hit it hard enough that time. That's what my problem was. Wasn't hitting it hard enough. Look at that. That's part of that learning curve. Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get this mess out of here. Y'all have never had a mess before. One of these rocks. I've never had a perfect rock in my life unless it was a solid in diamond ground, a flake over grinding blade. And then sometimes those will have a little crystal pocket or some kind of fossil in them. Even if they're real thin and you start pressure flaking them, it can be paper thin and mess it up. But when I've done just pick up a rock and do percussion on it, break it out, something always goes wrong or happens. See, y'all don't understand what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to blame it on the rock. See, I'm saying it ain't me, it wasn't a perfect rock. I hope y'all catch on to that. Alright, I got to go pretty good to get to that one. I think it's going to be alright. I can pressure flake around it, make it okay, but I'm going to try to knock it out with this. That's good enough. I know that pressure plate now. I do tell you one of the rocks that's aggravating to work with is anything from Alabama coastal up Florida. Because 'Cause you can have a piece as thin as a dime, and it'd be a little piece of crab claw or something in there, a shell. You just run the whole thing, a little hole just popped out in there. That stuff's notorious for having little flaws in it. Boy, it's some pretty rock though. I love working it. When I was a teenager in Florida, I'd get a lot of it and work it. And it wasn't coil, it was just a Florida chirp. Real, I don't know what they call it. It's these big old boulders and blocks. I'm talking about big, huge. Have all kind of shell fossils in it. If you get a good piece off of it, it's solid and heat treat it. It turn a deep orange to red. Look like glass when you chip on it. I heat treated on the ground back here, and I would layer, put a layer of rock, layer of dirt, layer of rock like that, because I couldn't control the temperature. And the first layer liable to blow all the pieces. The wind gets to blowing, it gets real hot. But the second layer, some of it be perfect, some won't. I wasted a lot of it. Man, I had a lot of it to waste. My daddy was in land clearing business. He pitched a lot of that stuff up, especially around, I think, Ocala. I think that's where it was at. It's been so long, I don't remember. I was a kid. Not my daddy was in the dozer business when I was an adult. I'm sorry, my uncle. And I'm sitting there. That's all my daddy. He retired clearing land in Florida. But he moved down there after I was married and took over my uncle's business. My uncle's the one that was pushing it up. I'd go down there and spend the summer with my cousin when I get out of school. And I was a teenager and I'd make her head. Made with a hammer and a nail, most of them, punched them out. Had no idea what I do. But I could make them as good as what you find in the woodland period, probably even better. I'd take a 6-penny nail and take the head on it, the round head, and use it for my notching tool. Start it sideways and hit it, knock a chip out of the top of it. Okay, we're gonna call it quits on this one. I'm gonna thin this right in here, it's a little thick. I'm gonna put me a little flute in it. I'm gonna make a Dalton out of it, so I'm gonna run me a little bitty flute in the end of it here. Hopefully I won't break it. go. Now we'll do the other side and that'll be it. Broke the ear off. It's alright. Make it a little shorter. There we go. Make a little dot out of it. Hope y'all have a blessed day.